I'm Dr. Haley Perlus. Welcome to today's Mental Toughness Moment. Do you find it hard to move from one bad performance to then hopefully a good one? Or maybe even find it hard to move from one good performance and repeat it again? It's really about checking your emotions. And how do we do that? Well, one of the things you probably have heard of is in sports psychology, we call it a pre-performance routine. A pre-performance routine is, well, essentially that, a routine that you've created, suited for you, and tailored to your specific sport that you do before your performance to get your emotions in check, to get your mind in check, and to get your body ready to do your best. And then afterwards, we're just kind of a, victim to our emotions if we're not careful. So what I want you to do is have closure after every single one of your performances. Why do you need closure? So that when you close one door, you can look at the opportunities something else is going to create. You can look at another door. Well, the exact same thing with your performance. Closure can be created or can be realized with a post-performance routine. And it is just as important, in my humble opinion, as a pre-performance routine. Now, depending on your sport, you're going to want to make them either really small, because sometimes it's, just one moment, and then you have maybe a minute, if that, to go to the next performance. So if you're a hockey player and you come off the bench, or so you come off the ice onto the bench, you have just a few moments before you get back on the ice. So for you, your post-performance routine, your closure is going to be somewhat quick. If you're a tennis player, well, between points, not a lot of time. If you have one event, right, and then you're not going to perform your event until the next day or the next week, you may have a little bit longer. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you need? And then the whole idea with a post-performance routine is to, again, create closure primarily emotionally, mentally, so that you can then continue on in your next performance without having any of the interference from your mind and your emotions. So this could be a combination of some physical movements. It can be a combination of some assessments, just a really quick question that you answer in your mind. What went right? Great. What can I do better? Great. And then you move on. It could be some emotional regulation, some breathing. Maybe you're going to hum to yourself. I know a lot of athletes that do that, a particular song to reset their emotions, to kind of, put closure on their emotions. So you have to ask yourself what physical cues, what verbal cues, what visual cues do you need to incorporate in your post-performance routine? And if it allows you to to have closure so that you can then move on 100% mind, body, and soul to the next performance, that post-performance routine is going to give you closure. It's going to work for you. How do you start to figure out what works for you? I recommend journaling. I recommend at the end of every performance, just start thinking about what you do intuitively, like instinctively. Did you do something physical just naturally? Did you review a mantra or a motivational quote or ask yourself some evaluation questions naturally? Or are you going to test certain things out, physical, verbal, and visual cues? You're going to test them out and then just keep a journal and see how they are helping you. Not necessarily with the outcome of your performance, but are they helping you create closure and move on very present mind with the next performance? That's the goal here. Not always the outcome, because the outcome can be, is determined on many factors. But are you able to really put a period to yesterday, to, last minute's performance? Close it up, close that door with your post-performance routine, and then are you able to be present in the current moment? That's what closure in a post-performance routine is going to give you. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave them in the space provided. Go to my website, drhaleyperlus.com. If you have not yet, opt in. Ask me a specific question. Get weekly mental toughness moments. And until next time, Have a wonderful rest of your day.